Can we control our thought? We cannot control the thought that come to us, but we can control what we continue to think about. For many years of my life, I simply did what most people do. I thought about whatever came into my mind. I did not know I had a choice. The Bible teaches us that the mind is the area Satan tries to control. He offered thought for us to entertain on a regular basis. We can either keep them or cast them down and replace them with God's thought. God's written word is a record of His thought toward us and about the way we are to live. The Bible literally covers every area of life. If we order our thought and conversation according to God's word, we'll be amazed at how enjoyable and prosperous life will be. But first, we must believe that we can choose our own thought and that we don't have to meditate on whatever happens to fall into our minds. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 4 through 5 are important scriptures for Christians to understand. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that set itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. The average person has about 50,000 thoughts a day, and for many, these thoughts are mainly pessimistic and negative. When you are confronted with a negative thought, you have the option of either ignoring it or inviting it in and analyzing it, meditating on it, and allowing it to rent more space in your mind. When you do the latter, you begin to speak out the problem with your mouth, and it becomes a word. You ponder it more, and it becomes an action. You then analyze and meditate on it more, and it becomes a habit. And unfortunately, for the majority of Christians, most of their problems are simply negative thoughts that have become habits. When confronted with a problem that you have no control over, ask God what He wants you to learn from it. Try to find out what He's trying to teach you by permitting the situation to remain longer than you would like. Do you need to be more patient, more forgiving, more loving? When you allow your problems to be your teacher rather than your punishment, you will begin to learn from them and develop godly character.